What's going on, guys? NoSlack Novak here with another episode of Motorsport Manager. Now, let's jump right into things. We're looking at the standings page here, right? We are in round 6 of 10, meaning we're halfway done with the season. We have 5 races to go, and currently we're in 9th place. I think that's right about where we're expected to finish. You know what? Let's double check that though. Season objective 9th or above. We're on target for that. Beautiful. There is no way that we're going to fall down into 10th place. They're 45 points below us. I mean, even if we finish dead last for the rest of the season, we probably wouldn't drop down. I mean, maybe. There's a small chance, but, you know, highly unlikely. But we're much closer to actually being in 8th place. We're only 5 points away from being in 8th. So, hopefully, by the end of the year, we'll be able to jump up to 8th, maybe even 7th. 5th and 6th is still a possibility. We're 16 points away. It would take a few podium finishes to get there. Definitely possible. Now, next thing that I want to check out. Oh, also, Falko here is the 8th best driver currently. Tied for 7th, actually, 58 points, which is nice. A few of you guys in the comment section were saying that I gave Faith a better, I want to say, suspension. Which, you know what? Maybe we did. Maybe we didn't. Fit parts, here we go. We're going to check that out. So the suspension, currently, yeah, you guys are right. Faith does have the better suspension. Let's go ahead and switch that up a little bit. Falko, that should just make him even better. It should make his vehicle even better. Should hopefully finish somewhere near the top. Let's make sure that our parts are being improved the way that we want. We definitely need to focus a little bit more on this this gearbox over here, but that's all going to be done one day before the race, and we're only dedicating 11 out of 20 to that. So we are dedicating 9 points here towards the actual improvement of the performance, which is excellent because that is something that we want to get done. You know what? We're actually going to do this. We're going to lower all those out just because they're already in the 90s. So I don't want to get too greedy and go for like 100s on everything. So we're actually going to dedicate 12 points now to the performance improvement, and hopefully that will make it so that these parts are much better by next race. Although it's still going to take, as you can see here, 76 days at this current level for these parts to be all the way maxed out. So, you know what? How long would it take if we just dedicated everything? 40. We can't justify that. We have to make it so that this gearbox is up there in reliability. So let's go ahead and do that. We are going to simulate a little bit. We're going to have probably the championship, the World Motorsport Championship League. They're going to be doing their race, which again, we don't really care too much about. Let's go ahead and continue simulating. And, okay, choosing a vote. What's this? Are they just like offering me another vote? $1 million for a vote. No, I don't want that. Thanks. The votes just to me aren't that important for me to spend $1 million out of our 5.9 on that. Okay, so the next race is in 18, 17, 16. Let's go ahead and pause. Let's see how our car part is looking now. It was at like 46%. It's at 67. Not bad. These parts are getting improved as well, although not as much as I would like. And you know what I'm thinking too? Somebody pointed out we should design one more engine and then also design another engine towards the end of the year. But you know what? That way both drivers would have good engines heading into next year. But the engines are so freaking expensive. Let's check this out real quick. So if we were to do an engine, we'd want to do this one because that doesn't have the risk level. And then I really don't want to touch that just because making the red zone up 35% would be, I think it'd be suicide. That's pretty crazy. And then if we did one of these, obviously, that gives us a risk factor too. Although if we did do that, it would then allow us to design a great engine, even though, you know, when is the test track going to be done too? That's another important thing we have to look at. Building work on the test track is going to be done in 4 weeks, so actually it's going to be done in time for not this upcoming race, but the race after that. And this is the first time I've actually noticed this. Look at this. These little farm vehicles are actually moving. That's crazy. I never noticed that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. I like that. Alright, so the test track's going to be done in 4 weeks. We'll be able to build a great engine then. But again, I don't want to use an engine right now. And then also, let's look at... The top speed is actually one of our best parts. The engine is one of the best parts. The gearbox is what needs improvement. Gearbox and suspension, which again, I'm pretty sure... yeah, the gearboxes are actually going to be pretty good. Once we get them researched, those are going to be some of our best parts. And then pretty much same thing with suspension. I mean, maybe we could go with another suspension. Just because this one over here is at 136 with a max of 145. It'd be nice to get another one of those. How much is a suspension going to cost us? We could do, let's see, reliability, no. I don't want to do the risk level here. We could do this one. And then we could do, again, avoid that one. So we could do this one, plus 40 to max. And then plus 15 to max and plus 20 to medium speed core. That would make it to where we'd be at 156 and 220, and it's going to cost us $1 million. I'm kind of thinking we want to save that money for the engine, just because we have 5.9 million bucks left. We're losing 1.2 per race, so right now we're looking at finishing right around zero, and that's if we don't spend any more money even on the engine. So you know what? I'm not going to worry about designing any other parts. I'm just going to go ahead and cancel this. Maybe towards the end of the year we'll do the one engine like I've been saying, but other than that I don't think we're really going to mess with designing more parts this year. Now we do have sponsorship offers right here. We have the 3. Best one is the Golden Tiger. Looks like it's got the 2 stars, 13th or above, 9 races, 900,000 up front and 200,000 per race. Not bad. This one here, however, offers us 1 million, and then so that's gonna be 1.75 million bucks over the course of the 10 races. 1.75. This one will be a lot more than that. This one will be 900 grand and then another like 1.8 million. So we're gonna go ahead and accept this one from Golden Tiger Bank. Confirm. 900 grand. That 900 grand would pay for that suspension pretty much. Interesting. Might be worth a rethink there. Now let's see what we've got going on here. We've got the 2-star and then a couple of 1-stars over here. Upfront payment of 500 grand for 8 races. That's going to end up not being very much. 150 for 6 races. And then here we have the 150 for the 7 races and 350,000 bucks up front. I think we might go with this one just because it is the 2-star and it does give us the most money. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Confirm. Beautiful. Now let's see, cost per race 1.2. Not quite sure what our sponsors. Okay, we're making 730,000 per race. Even though I don't think that really went down, did it? I don't think it did. Now, can we request additional funds? What is our morale with our chairman? No, I don't want to see that. I want to see the actual morale, like the percentage, because I'm thinking maybe we could ask for additional funds. I've already given you additional funds this season. I'm not made of money. Okay, so he's not even going to give us more. That's fine. That's understandable. Probably wouldn't have taken it anyways. Maybe I would have. Maybe I wouldn't have. Who knows? Alright, let's see what we've got going on. HQ is going to be done in 3 weeks now. Let's check out our part improvement before we jump into this race. We have 10 days left. We're at 76%. I'm thinking let's go ahead. Let's lower this a little bit more. Focus just a little bit more on the actual performance improvement. Asia Pacific Super Cup is going to do round 6 of 11 today. Again, we don't care about that too much. Let's go ahead and continue on. Okay, what stopped us? Oh, hold on. Timeout. Looks like Faith had some issue or something. Let's check this out. Addictive personality. I may have a problem. I saw something with gambling. Focus -2, morale -20. Man, Faith, it was a huge mistake bringing you back. I regret bringing Faith back. That is going to expire in 19 weeks. Oh, man, I kind of hope. I kind of hope. And it doesn't show that she's pursuing other contracts right now. But you know what? I really kind of do hope that you end up joining another team, just because you've been a disaster for us. Falko, I don't think anything here's changed. Club goer, marketability +5, feeling blue because of his, I think because I told him to not marry the girl that he was dating, which, oh well. Let's check this out. Team's championship target update. Not bad at all. Good, because he's happy that we're on pace for 9th. We've got this. Telemetry center we're not going to worry about. Oh, Vexella Motorsport opened a new forecasting facility. And NoSlack Racing driver Falko Engelhart was spotted at a club. So, yeah, his marketability went up. Alright. Another race for the World Motorsport Championship. This is 9 of 16 for them. We're not worried about that though. Let's pause this real quick and let's check out what are our parts looking like again. So we're at 92%. Excellent. So you know what, we're going to just keep that there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead. Let's add in this one here. We'll do both of those, the engines. And we'll leave that there. Actually, could we, 5 days after. We'll leave those there just so that they can get their the slight performance increase of this 0.7% per day, even though we're not actually allocating any of these points to it. So we're going to focus strictly on the performance from here on out, at least until the next race, probably. Let's go ahead and continue. We're going to go to race day, and I really want to get a freaking podium finish here. I really do. Just because we're so close to jumping into 8th, and then even like 7th and 6th, we could possibly get a pretty good finish there. I'm thinking, let's do 6th and above again. I know we've had real bad luck with actually getting these sponsor bonuses. 13th, I think, would be a little too easy. I mean, granted, it would be 200 grand, but I'm gonna get greedy. I want this $650,000 for 6th place and above. Plus, the parts are all pretty much at 90%. And Falko does have the best parts, all of the best parts, right? Falko's got the 147 at 100% reliability. She's got the next best. Falko has the best engine, 94% reliability. She's got the next best. As far as the gearbox, okay. So we actually have, nice. So we can give Falko this better gearbox here, and then we could give Faith the better one here. That should work for both of them. That, you know what, I have a really good feeling Falco's actually going to be able to get this sponsored objective this episode, this race. And then over here on the suspensions, those are all looking good. We're probably going to have to work on the reliability a little bit more on that. But yeah, we're all set. We should be good. Let's go ahead and jump into race, actually practice day. I like this track too. Not necessarily like any super long straightaways, but there's not really any crazy turns here either. Munich Grand Prix. Round 6 of 10. So like I said, we're 5 races into the season. This is the 6th, so we have 5 races remaining. Altogether, I'd say it's been a pretty disappointing season, in terms of our team standings. The fact that Falco's in, I want to say he's tied for 7th, right? Not bad. But I've definitely messed up on a few races with like gas and tire management. So hopefully over this next second half of the season, I'm going to be able to improve on that. And the drivers will be able to, improve. Downforce we'll try to keep up there somewhere. Handling will do something like that. And the speed we will do right around there. Alright, let's see here. Active knowledge. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, level 0. Next level. Okay, fine, whatever. Forecast looked like it's going to be kind of a, nice day. Not too hot, not too cold. No rain whatsoever. I think we're going to go with the soft tires. Let's go with that. And then over here for Falco, we're going to do pretty much the same adjustments. Handling is going to have to get pushed over there. And same thing for speed balance. We're also going to give you the soft tires. And let's go ahead and get started. Take practice. And let's knock this out. Send you out. Bam. Let's send you out as well. Alright, and I think I'm going to bring them right back in. And we're going to see where our adjustments are there. And as somebody was pointing out, said, like, I really do read the comments, guys. Not 100% of them, but I do read a ton of the comments, and you guys are saying that it's actually more beneficial to have them out there for longer, so that they get their knowledge up, which I get that. Well, you unlock, special traits that way and everything. But I feel like it's just more important to have the car tuning done better, you know, closer to 100% than to actually get like 1 or 2 traits. We are very poor on all of this, which sucks, but at the same time it does let us know that we need to make some major adjustments. So we should be fine. Let's go ahead and adjust that. We're gonna have to make some pretty big adjustments. Let's go with that and send you out right away. Faith here is loving the handling. Excuse me. Alright. Wow, not bad. 93% on our first try. That's not bad at all. The only thing we really need to adjust, we'll do speed balance a little bit. That's a little too much. Let's go in that direction and see if that actually improves it. Moving the handling a little bit here. Speed balance just a little notch over, so we'll see if that goes to amazing or excellent, or if it stays on great. If it stays on great, great. If it moves to excellent, great. If it gets worse, we know which direction to move that in. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll send these guys out for another lap or 2. Probably just the 1. Especially Falko. We want to get Falko in just to see how the tuning went there, because he was only at 28%. He was very poor on everything that we sent him out on. So let's bring him back in and make sure that that's all good. I think Faith, you know, we're going to keep Faith out there for a little bit longer, just because Faith does have the, she's already at 93%. So I really doubt that she got any worse with the adjustments we made there. Falko here is going to be coming in very soon. Now, as a matter of fact. And let's see what his setup is at now. Good. Much improved. Probably in the 80s, high 80s. 89, yep, high 80s. Beautiful. Alright, so we're great, good, and good. So we could definitely do a few more little adjustments. Let's tweak the downforce a little bit, trying to get that to amazing. Handling, now this is the tricky part. Which direction should we go in? Should we go further in the direction that we went, or should we kind of reel it back in a little bit? I'm thinking we'll go a little bit more in the direction, away from the direction that we originally started in. We'll try that right now. So 89%, hopefully that'll get into the 90s. Send you back out there as well. Let's see what Faith is doing over here. We could actually push her. Try to get a better practice time. And I think after she passes this lap... Actually, you know what? No, let's bring her in now. And let's see what kind of tuning we could do there. Alright, 2 excellence for Faith. Not bad at all. Not bad. 97%. That's sweet. Alright, so we're at excellent, excellent, and great. So we remained at great. Let's try to move that over just ever so slightly. We want to go in that direction. And then the handling we want to bring back. Oh man. Let's see, how could we do this? No. This is tough, getting this adjusted exactly the way that we want. Alright, let's try something like that, and then we'll lower that, and we'll see if the speed balance improves there. We'll send her out again. And right off the bat, you know what, this is going to be the last time we send her out, so we're just going to leave her on the maximum for both the tires and the engine. And see if she can get a solid time for us. Alright, Falko's back in. Let's see what we're looking at here. Probably in the 90s. 97 again. Nice. So Falko and Faith are both at 97%. We are at great, excellent, and excellent, which is nice. Let's see. Let's move the downforce just a little bit more. I don't want to mess with that one too much. Let's try this one. And let's see if that gets us to amazing there. If it does, cool. If not, then we know we need to go back a little bit more. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go ahead and speed up time. We'll set you to attack and overtake, and we're going to leave these guys out there for the remainder of the practice session. And I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to get some good practice times here. Faith might not get top 10, but I think Falko should. Just because both of them, or Falko at least has a pretty solid vehicle, I think. Probably still not one of the best in the league, but I do think Falko probably has like a top 6 car. Hopefully, I'm just assuming that. I can't really tell what the other teams have in terms of their cars, but I would guess that Falco's got a pretty solid one. He's had high setup knowledge too, which is nice. Faith Anthony probably won't be able to get to high, just because her, not her education, but her like knowledge or whatever the trait is, doesn't allow her to progress as quickly as Falko does. Let's go. Falco's 4th now, nice, and Anthony is in 10th. Let's actually lower this a little bit just because the tires are getting pretty warm over there. We'll do the same thing over here. You know what? We don't need to. We've only got 45 seconds left. Let's just keep that the way it is. Okay, so we can't send out Faith, but we can mess with the setup a little bit. Just because it did actually get worse. So we do know that we have to go in the other direction now. So the speed balance, we're gonna go and do something like let's move it there. Yep, I think that's gonna be good. I think we're gonna be solid there. We could probably send her out. Can we send her out again? No, we're not gonna be able to. Oh wow, she is gonna actually go out for one more lap, even though it says she finished. Wow, look at that. Falco's got 3 excellence. That's beautiful. And he's got the 4th fastest practice time, too. So I definitely have high hopes for Falco being able to finish in the top 6. That $650,000 sponsor objective bonus looks like something we could absolutely achieve as long as I do not mess up fueling or the tire wear or anything like that. Or, hopefully he doesn't crash. Which he was only half a second behind first place, Ingledew. And then I want to say this Arbeloa guy. I think he's killing it. I think he's already finished like three podium finishes this year in 5 races. So he's absolutely having a great freaking race, or a great season. Now, hopefully, there's no rain. Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain in store for today. Let's double check though. Weather for. Of course. Lap 0, no rain, and then after that the next 3 laps are all going to have rain. I think we're going to have to start off on the intermediates. Let's just do that. Race trim, soft tires, and we'll do the same thing over here. Actually, no, we'll do the race trim, and then I think we'll do the risk taker. Negative 15 mistake chance. Alright. Let's check out this setup. 97%, we will use that. I'm not going to mess with everything else. And we're going to start off on the intermediates just because it is going to start raining. And lap, fuel, let's go. We've got 25 laps. I do want to start off on like push. Let's do 8 laps worth of fuel. That way we'll be able to change our tires as well. If, maybe it stops raining by lap 6 or 7 or something like that. So we'll only go with 8 laps worth of fuel. We'll push these guys. So that's good there. Let's see his setup here. We're at 99%. Beautiful. We're going to continue using that setup there. The tire choice also will go with intermediates. And then I think we're going to go, let's do, you know what, let's do 8 laps for Falco. And then we're going to do 9 laps for Faith. That's just going to allow it so that we don't necessarily have these guys pit at the same time. We'll do driving style, attack, overtake. Beautiful. We are ready. You have selected tires which don't suit the current weather conditions. I am sure because it is going to start raining here in a little bit, and I'd like to get them, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so we're going to go off. We're going to start off on speed 1. We're going to kind of babysit these guys, see what happens here. Faith Anthony, they're both probably going to have a bad first lap just because it's not raining yet. However, when it does begin to rain, I think we're going to have a pretty big advantage. Faith Anthony dropped down to 3rd. Falco's in 14th, which right now we're just going to kind of babysit Faith. She's definitely dropping down. Falco's in 15th. I really need it to start raining here soon, which it definitely should. And there's actually the buildup of water on the track is going to be going up. We can go ahead and fast forward a little bit, just so we can get to the part of the race where it's actually going to start raining. Down in 10th and 18th now. I'm pretty sure the majority of that has to do with the fact that we have the intermediate tires on. As you guys can see, The bottom 7 racers all have the intermediate tires. But when it starts raining here in a second, we should be fine. We should actually have a pretty decent advantage. Tire heat, no, ignore, just keep going. The heat of the tires is fine for both. Their fuel is fine as well. I need to start raining, come on man. I need you to start raining. I need some water on this track, damn it. It was supposed to start raining already. Come on, man, we're 16th and 18th. Let's get this. There we go. It's finally raining. Okay, beautiful. So now we should have a decent little advantage here. Let's lower the driving style a little bit for both drivers. Their tires are getting just a little too toasty for my liking. Okay. Yep, definitely water on the track. We should be getting better. We should be able to catch up to some of these other guys, just because they're on the softs right now. The majority of the top 6 drivers are all on the softs. We should be able to start catching up to them. Come on, guys. 16th and 18th, not good enough. 14th and 16th, beautiful. A few people already had to pit. Tire heat is still a little too much. Let's go ahead and lower that to neutral. Which hopefully the rain actually helps lower the heat on those as well. 14th and 16th right now. Definitely damp on the track. Falko is going to have to pit here in about 2 laps. Faith is going to have to pit the lap after him. Feels like I lost the speed on the straights. Is there a problem with the rear wing? Let's check it out. Is it going to continue to rain? It definitely is. We're going to give you new inters. And we're going to give you max fuel. And let's see, park condition, yeah, that definitely needs to get fixed. Pit strategy, we'll go with a balanced pit. And we're going to have you come in this upcoming lap. Now, that means let's go ahead and follow Falko. He's in 11th place right now. Should be able to catch up a little bit just because he is on the inters, which is beautiful. Come on, Falko, catch up, catch up. Drivers are definitely switching over to the inters right now. Falco's actually dropping down to 13th. 12th. Come on, do a little overtaking here, buddy. Come on, come on, come on. 9th. Come on, there we go. Jump into 7th, jump into 7th. Alright, beautiful. We're going to lower. Okay, I want to pause this, make sure I don't mess this up. He only has 1.19 laps of fuel left. So we're going to go on medium, and then we're actually going to schedule him to pit right now as well. We'll give him another set of inters. We'll give him the max fuel that we can give him. Park condition, oh, he needs to get his, that sucks. Okay, that needs to get fixed too. And we're going to go with the fast pit stop because it has the same risk percentage as the balanced pit stop. So we're going to do that there. Falco's in 7th, which is beautiful. Hopefully he'll be able to get up another spot or 2 before he has to pit. Faith Anthony's actually in the pit right now. She's been in there for 6 seconds, going on 9, 10, 11. Come on. Come on, Faith. Ah, man, that rear wing took too long to fix. 18.6 seconds. That's horrible. Faith, let's go ahead. We're going to put you on push and high for now. See how that goes for you. Alright, let's follow Falko here. I really don't want to mess this up. I want to get Falco's in 8th place right now. He's going to have to pit, which is actually fine. This is probably where we were going to pit him anyways because he is low on fuel. He does need new tires, and we also need to fix that. I think it's the rear wing that's messed up on Falko. So he's going to drop down some spots here, but I think overall we'll be fine. Refueled fine, tires got fixed fine, and the repairing got done fine as well. Dropped down all the way to 15th. But you know what, I think we'll be okay. We'll be able to do some catching up just because a lot of the top drivers haven't gone into pit yet. So currently we're running 15th and 16th, but I think that's a little misleading. I think in the next 2 or 3 laps we're going to be able to jump up into the top 10 for probably both of our drivers. At least that's what I'm hoping because a lot of them have pitted right now. Falko just went from 15th to 10th. And Faith went from 16th to 13th, so that's nice. Let's go ahead and lower the tire wear a little bit on Faith, and I'm thinking Falko is fine. His fuel and his tires are both looking solid right now. Hopefully Falco is going to be able to do a little bit of catching up. Everybody's running on inters, so they no longer have the advantage there. However, about 7.5 seconds behind 9th place. for Falko Engelhart. 211 miles per hour is his top speed so far. 86% on the tire wear. Lap 9 of 25. Faith is looking okay. Her tires are still maybe a little warm, but you know, nothing that we need to adjust there. 10th and 14th for Falko and Faith respectively. Probably lower the tire temp here on Falko a little bit, go to neutral. Getting a little too toasty there. 5 laps before Faith needs to pit, 6 before Falko needs to do the same. Every driver is running on the intermediates, the top 2 having to pit right now, so that should allow us to also do a little bit of catch up there. Hopefully they'll stay in the pit a little bit longer. No, they're all out, but it gives us time to catch up. Falko is going to be able to catch up a little bit in terms of time. Maybe even jump into 9th here? No, remained in 10th, but he's definitely catching up. As we can see, 9th place driver is just ahead of him. Let's check out the future forecast too. So it's going to continue raining for at least the next 5-6 laps. The rain on the track is going to stay the same, so no need to switch over to wets. I think the inters will be just fine for us. 2 of the top 3, 4 of the top 5 drivers are all pitting right now. So hopefully Falko is going to be able to catch up a little bit here, jump in a couple spots. No, but he definitely, he's right there with the 9th place driver, battling for 9th. Tire temperature looks fine on both drivers. 3 laps for Faith, 4 laps remaining for Falko before they need to pit. Also, let's go ahead and check out their part condition. 58% for the suspension for Faith, which isn't bad, with half of the race remaining. Falko is actually in better position, 68% on both his engine and his gearbox, with a half of the race remaining, so no need to fix anything there, at least not yet. Let's go ahead and check out Faith. Let's see what she's doing. So she's currently in 14th, kind of fighting with 3rd and 15th place drivers. She's closer to 13th than she is 15th though. She's got 1.7 laps of fuel remaining, so she's definitely going to have to make a pit stop after she passes pit lane on this go around. Okay, there's pit lane. Let's go ahead and schedule this pit stop for Faith. So we're going to remain on the inters, I think. Yes, let's go ahead and remain on the inters. Again, we're going to give you maximum amount of fuel, which actually is a little, it's not the best, because we're on 11 laps remaining and we're only going to be able to get 10 laps worth of fuel. So that's a little unfortunate, but you know what? We might be switching over to softs, because it looks like the rain is going to cease at right around lap 18 or 19, and I expect the water on the track to kind of go away. So what I think we're going to do, let's go ahead and do 7 laps worth of fuel, right? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 6 laps worth of fuel, just because we are going to have her pit again. I think we're going to switch out to either medium or soft tires, and then we're going to have to refuel anyways. We're going to go balanced. For Faith, we'll schedule this pit stop there. Let's go ahead and watch Falko now. He's got 1.9 laps of fuel remaining. His tires are looking just fine, 56%, and right in the medium, right in the sweet spot in terms of temperature. He's also going to pass pit lane, and we're going to schedule him for his next pit stop. With Falko, it's going to be a little trickier. Should we risk... Let's check this out real quick. Weather forecast, only about 2 more laps worth of rain, and then it's definitely going to start going away. I think we're going to try to do something the same over here. I think we're going to go on the inters. Let's give him 4 laps worth of fuel. Park condition is looking fine. Pit strategy, we're going to go with fast. Let's go ahead and do that. And then, let's see. So Faith has 6.8 laps worth of fuel remaining. Falco's only going to have 4 or 5, right? But I think we're going to want to, switch Falko over to the softs. He is going to pit right now. This is going to make him drop down most likely. 10th place, that's what he went in as. Now he's in 12th. Alright, let's actually run him pretty heavy here for the next few laps. Faith, you know what, we could do the same. Overtake and push. We're going to push both of these guys, 15th and 16th. I think that's a little misleading though, because they're still on the inters, and I think we're going to switch over to the either mediums or softs here in the next 4 or 5 laps. 15th place driver is already on mediums, but I think he's going to be dropping down because the intermediate tires, or the inters, are definitely going to be better. Intermittent. 11th place, 10th place for Falko. Beautiful. Come on, catch up. Do a little bit more. Both of these drivers are... We're going to keep it the way it is for the tire temperature, for the tire setting, just because we are going to be pitting with him relatively soon. Right, it stopped raining now. The wetness on the track should be going down. Nice, Falco's in 6th now. That's beautiful. Let's hope that he can actually gain a little bit of ground on the top 5 drivers. He's probably only going to be able to squeeze out one more lap after this, just because he's got the 1.45 laps worth of fuel left. And let's actually lower that to high. He's gonna have to pit after this. You know what, we're gonna be conservative. We're gonna switch that down to medium, and we're gonna schedule his pit right now. Again, so it's gonna stop raining. It actually stopped raining, and the wetness on the track is gonna go down. We're gonna switch to medium, or you know what we should probably do? Let's go with soft. We have 6 laps remaining, so we're going to give him 7 laps worth of fuel. Park condition looks fine. Pit strategy, we're still with fast. So we should be good there. Hopefully he doesn't lose too many spots, because right now he's in 5th. The 6th place driver will not have to make another pit, unless they made some sort of mistake with their fuel or something like that. So finishing in the top 6 is going to be a little bit tricky here for Falko. Faith is also going to have to make a pit stop here very, very soon. Let's see where she is. She will most likely be able to do one more lap, hopefully. At least I'm hoping she'll be able to do one more lap. We don't want to pit her right now, just because we don't want her to interfere with Falco's pit stop. So we didn't do it seems like we have a little bit of an issue here with Faith's fuel. We probably went a little too long with Faith's fuel there. Falco's going to be pitting here any second. Falco, I need to pit for intermediates. No, you don't need to pit for intermediates. You are going to pit. Did that make it go bye-bye? Alright, Falco, we're gonna have to do this again. Oh, he already pit. Beautiful. Okay, I didn't catch that. I didn't think he pit already, but okay. So we're going to go on high there. Falco's in 7th. Not bad. He is 7 seconds behind the 6th place driver. Hopefully he'll be able to catch up to them. Faith Anthony, I'm totally out of fuel. Car is going slow. Yes, I already scheduled you for a pit stop, Faith. That was my fault. You're going so freaking slow. That was my fault. I'm sorry about that, but here's pit lane. Go ahead and pull in there. What happened? I scheduled you to freaking pit. I guess because I ignored her questions. Jesus Christ, I told you to pit, Faith. We're going to go with soft. We're going to do 5 laps worth of fuel. That sucks. I told you to pit. Balanced. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're clearly not going to be watching Faith, because that's going to be horrible, horrible, horrible. She's probably going to go from 14th all the way down to like 17th or something. Going so slow. Falco, I need you to catch up, buddy. I need you to catch up to 8th place. Right now he is, or I need you to catch up to 6th. Right now he's only 5 seconds behind 6th place. He could definitely catch up. We've got him on a conservative on the medium tire wear setting, and we've got him on push, not on overtake. He's on the 2nd to the highest. Gaining a little bit of ground, only 4 seconds behind 6th place now. Beautiful. I don't think any of the top 6 drivers are going to have to make another pit stop again, unless they made some sort of a mistake with their fuel, or maybe parts breakdown or something along those lines. Faith Anthony, as we can see, is going into the pit right now. Falco is now 3 seconds behind 6th place driver. We can see them there. They're on our map. Falco, I really want you to finish 6th, buddy. Come on. This is kind of nerve-wracking. 2 laps remaining. He's got 3.2 laps worth of fuel. Let's see here. So Falco is now on lap 23. He's going to go to 24 here in a second. And then once he goes to 24, okay, he's got 2.6 laps worth of fuel left. I'm thinking I'm going to take a little bit of a chance. I'm going to put him on overtake. Hopefully that'll allow him to surpass 6th place here. Okay, you know what? He's got 2 laps left on overtake. I think that might have been a little too much. Hopefully he can catch up. Come on. Beat 6th. Beat 6th. Beat 6th. Come on, pass him up. Pass him up right there. 1.5 laps of fuel left. He actually dropped down to 8th now. Not good. Come on, Falko. I need you to... Come on. Pass up. Pass him up. Pass him up. Right here in the turns. Pass him up. Right, come on. Pass him. Pass him. Come on. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. 8th place. 8th. No, 9th. Now he's in 9th. Come on. You need to catch him up. Now he's in... Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Come on, Falko. Right here on the straightaway. Pass him up, pass him up, pass him up. Beautiful. 6th. Okay. Well, he got 7th. He didn't manage 6th, which is a little unfortunate. He finished less than 4 seconds behind 6th place. But, you know what? Overall, 7th place isn't horrible for Falko. I would have loved to have been able to get him in the 6th and get that $650,000. As you guys can see, getting greedy, going for that $650,000 is still killing me. No illegal parts for the GMA to test us on or catch us on. That's unfortunate. Nobody in the top 6 was caught with an illegal part either, so they didn't drop down. Got 14th spots for Falko there. Not horrible. Faith Anthony finished 17th, mostly in part to her, you know, fuel mismanagement that I had with her. And actually, it was more the pit stop, the fact that she ignored the pit stop that I scheduled her for. Got 4 points out of that. You know what? Faith has been a huge disappointment, as I've said before. Falko now is in. He remains in 7th for the Drivers' Championship standings. Only 6 points behind 6th and 7 points behind 5th, Jean-Pierre Girard, which reminds me of the driver from Talladega Nights, if you guys have ever seen that movie. NoSlack Racing jumped into 8th place, though. Beautiful. So we're 1 point ahead of Dragon Team Racing. Imagine if Faith had done even better. We'd have a chance to be close to Octane Racing. But that wasn't bad, guys. Not bad at all. Falko finishing in 7th was okay. Would have loved to have him finish in 6th. I don't think we really made any kind of major mistakes or anything like that. We started off the race on the inters, which meant that the first probably 2 laps we could have done better. But I think in the long run it actually helped us out a lot. The fact that we were running on the inters when a lot of the other cars were running on mediums or softs. But I would love to get Falko maybe 1 or 2 more better parts. But over the next, you know, I don't know, what is it, 3 weeks, 4 weeks until the next race? Let's check. We lost 1.2 million as expected that race because we didn't get any kind of a sponsorship bonus. Let's go ahead and continue here. And I want to see how long until the next race. We have 24 days. Okay, so 3.5 weeks. We have 3.5 weeks until the next race. The test track here is going to actually be done in 7 days, which, are we going to be able to build a new engine in those, okay, we're not allowed to build a great engine yet, which that's, you know what, that's understandable. Ah, man, that just makes it seem like we should really build the engine now. Especially because the test track is going to be done so soon. But it seems like our freaking engines are actually decent right now. I don't feel like we really need to work on those. Let's go ahead and simulate a little bit. Okay, let's see. Do you have the time to answer a few questions? Sure, fine. Faith was fuming in her post-race interview about running out of fuel. Well, you know what? That's her own fault. She needs to calm down. These things happen. You know what? It was her fault. 100%. The fact that she didn't pit when I told her to. Alright, car repairs are complete. Let's go ahead and check this out real quick. 92%. In the 90s for pretty much everything except for that engine right there. You know what? I think we do need to work on... because our rear wings are the ones that messed up, right? You know what? Let's do this real quick. This is what I'm going to do. We're going to work on those parts for now. Let's go ahead and continue this real quick. We'll do a little bit of simulation. Okay, what's going on? Spec engine. Ooh. The 10-team principals of the European Racing Series will be meeting next week. Potential rule change would see the team's current engines replaced with standard GMA-approved engine. So everybody would be using the same engines, which would benefit the weaker teams. It would be a detriment to the better teams. And the fact that we're about to unlock the test track makes me think I definitely want to vote against that. Now let's see this. Boss, it's a disaster. We caught Billy Evans trying to sneak information out of the garage. He might have been going to leak it to some of the other teams. Billy Evans. Who the hell is Billy Evans? A fine should suffice. Transaction $203,000. Mechanic relationship -25. Chairman's happiness -25. Or we'll leave it and the chairman's happiness will go down 50. So Billy Evans is one of our mechanics. Let's check this out. Billy Evans, race mechanic, a decent one as well. That's unfortunate, man. Billy Evans, what the hell are you doing? You have 4 months left on your contract. It's going to cost us $135,000 to break the contract there, but we're going to have to hire a new one. Oh man, let's see. Do we have the cash to hire a new race mechanic? Do we have any race mechanics that are actually not on a team? Let's see. We have a few here. Rachel McAndrews actually has a pretty solid potential. Part fixes 12. Pit stops 13. Her performance and chemistry, nothing special. Reliability is pretty weak. Concentration is absolutely horrible. Let's see. Amelia Vroom here. She's got decent potential as well. Reliability is 11. Let's check her out real quick. Reliability. How quickly a part's reliability is improved. I'm not worried about that. Chemistry is horrible. Concentration, part fixes, pit stops all suck. I don't think we're going to be looking at her. Let's go back to race mechanics over here. Let's see, Rachel McAndrew. Reliability, again, we're not too worried about that. Performance, again, not too worried about that. Pit stops are good, part fixes are good. Concentration is horrible though. Determines the likelihood of a mistake during a pit stop. So even though her pit stops are really good, there is a high likelihood of her making a mistake. Granted, she does have pretty solid potential. Oh man, the chemistry's okay, the part fixes are good. I don't think we really need to worry about the part fixes because all of our parts are at pretty solid, like in the 90s, 100% range. Let's see, do we have any other mechanics that we could hire here? Alex, concentration is horrible. Amelia, we already checked. Astrid, 5 on concentration. That's still better though. No, definitely not going to go with you. Oh man, I don't know. Maybe Astrid is actually the choice to go here. 5, 12, 13. Let's see. So you're 5, 12, 13. Let's see what's Billy at. Your part fixes suck. Solid pit stops. Solid chemistry. You know what? I think we're just going to fine him. Hopefully that teaches him a lesson. Because Billy Evans, he's a good mechanic. We're going to fine him. $203,000. Chairman's happiness is going to go down 25 points or percent or whatever that is. Let's see. So you know what, we're still okay. Let's go ahead, let's check out our car, see how our parts are looking here. 97, 98, 98, 96. We're gonna go ahead and stick with that for one more day. Let's go ahead and simulate a little bit there. We're gonna go ahead and pause. Let's come back here. Okay, we're all good there. So both of our brakes are at 100%. Engines are both at 100%. Gearboxes, we could probably improve on this one here a little bit. And then over here with the suspensions, we're going to need to improve on those as well. That's going to be done 9 days before the race. Let's go ahead and do, actually, we're going to add in the front wing. Let's go ahead and add in this one, and then we'll be able to give that one to Falko. 13 days after, 2 hours after, 1 day after the race. So the way we're looking now, those parts will all be at 100%, and these are still going to get improved on. So I think we're going to be okay there. Let's go check out the sponsorship opportunities that we have here. Race bonus sponsors. We can do 4th, and 6th. We probably won't be claiming any of those. Although this 6th one, oh man, I kind of wish we would have like a 7th or 8th place target position. Now let's check this out. If we do this one here, upfront payment, oh, $1 million though. It's going to be 8 races. So see, this one here is going to be 3 races, 300,000, which will be 900 grand for the 3 races, 700,000 per race. I'm kind of leaning towards this one here. They're all 3-star, so they're all pretty decent. This one, no, just because it doesn't have an upfront payment. This one here, though, this one has $1 million up front and 800,000 per race. Now, I'm not too sure. I think 4th place is a little over, like out of our league, out of our reach. Even 6th place has proven to be a little bit out of our reach. You know what? I'm going to make this decision in the next episode, guys. This is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I'll make a decision on the sponsorship, and we'll also do the next race, and hopefully we'll be able to finish, top 6 or whatever we need to improve our positioning in the team standings. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. Check out the description in the video description for links to my Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Follow me on there. It'll let you know. You'll get much quicker information on whether there's going to be a video that day or what the video might be, or if there's any kind of giveaways or anything like that at NoSlack TV on Twitter. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you on another video. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.